in Bookland, and it is the beginning of May, which means it is time for my April wrap-up. I did pretty good in the month of April. I read 9 books, and then I read like 3 novellas, so it was okay. I know I could have done better. There was definitely a couple weeks in there where I don't think I really read anything, but not too bad. I am not going to do a TBR for the month of May because there are 2 readathons back to back, one this next week and one the week after that, and I will be posting videos for both of those on what I will be reading. So if you want to see what I'm reading for May, keep a lookout for those videos, or I will leave a link to the blog post, my wrap up and TBR blog post. I did leave a list of what I plan on reading on that. So if you want to check that out, links in the description. So we'll just get right onto it. The first book I read in the month of April was Snitch by Olivia Sams. This is the second book in the Bee Catcher Chronicles trilogy, I believe is what it's going to be. This falls around a girl named Beatrice. Her nickname is Bee. She is in AA meetings because she is a recovering addict. And while she was sobering up, she discovered that she had this talent to draw what people are thinking, and she uses this talent for good, both in the first and the second book. I won't really talk about the second, obviously, because I don't want to spoil, but I did give this a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this book and cannot wait for the third one, especially with that ending. But yeah, I highly recommend checking this trilogy out. It's very underrated. I've never heard anybody else talk about it, so definitely check that one out. The next books I picked up were amazing, and I read the whole trilogy back to back. The first one is Sweet Evil by Wendy Higgins. Then I read Sweet Peril by Wendy Higgins, obviously. And then I had the galley for the third one, which is Sweet Reckoning, which just came out at the end of April. I'll insert a picture of it. But yes, these books were so good. I gave Sweet Evil 4.5 stars, Sweet Peril 4.5 stars, and then Sweet Reckoning I gave 5 out of 5 stars. These are Angel and Demon books. It's about a girl named Anna and then a guy named Kaiden Rowe, and oh my god, I love their relationship so much. But yes, Anna discovers a lot of things about herself that she does not know, and then there are adventures that they have to go on, and I really can't say a whole lot without spoiling it, but oh my goodness gracious, I highly recommend this trilogy. It is so good. And if you have read this trilogy and you enjoyed it, there are some extras. There are 2 extras for Sweet Evil and 1 for Sweet Peril. It's like 1.1, 1.2, and then Sweet Peril 1.1. They are certain scenes from Kaiden's point of view, and they are really good too. So I read all 3 of those. Also, I highly recommend that. I do not recommend the audiobook. I did listen to the audiobook about halfway through for Sweet Evil, and I was not a fan of it at all. I liked the story, but I did not like how the person was reading it, so I do not recommend that, but otherwise these are fantastic. Alright, so technically I did read 1 book in between Sweet Evil and Sweet Peril because I did not have Sweet Peril. I had to wait till I got off work to go buy it, and that was Lost at Sea by Brian Lee O'Malley. This is the full color edition. It's the 10-year anniversary. I picked this up on a whim at Barnes & Noble, and it was okay. I gave it a 3 stars. It's about a girl, some high school kids, but one girl in particular who, I think they live in Canada maybe, and they go to Washington, and she ends up getting a ride with some other kids that she knew from school, but they're not really friends or anything, and it was just very weird. So it just like follows part of their ride home, and then they become friends. And I don't know, I like the artwork. The artwork is good. It's, looks like Brian Lee O'Malley's artwork. If you didn't know, he is the author of the Scott Pilgrim series. So I did like that, but the story itself was just, it was okay. So yeah, a 3 out of 5 stars for that. The next 2 books I read, I had on my Kindle, and that was Saga Volume 1 and Saga Volume 2 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. I've seen these going around quite a bit, actually, on YouTube lately. They're definitely 18 plus. I just talked about these in my book haul, if you watch that. So yes, I would not recommend these for younger viewers, but it's a sci-fi graphic novel, and it's about 2 fighting planets or galaxies, I think it's planets, and there's a big war, and these 2 people from opposite sides fall in love, they have a baby, they run off, and people are chasing them. But it is really, really good. I also picked up the 3rd one. This was the last book I read in the month. I need to go purchase the first 2, so I have physical copies of them. But this one was equally good. I gave the first 2 4 out of 5 stars. I gave this one 5 out of 5 stars. There's lots and lots of action in this one. But yes, like I said, I highly recommend this, but I would only recommend it for, you know, like 18 and up or something, because there's definitely some sexy times and more mature content in these books. And then the last actual novel that I read in the month, I had a blog tour for, and that was I Know Lucy by Melissa Pearl. This is a book about a girl who is on the run. She sees her parents murdered by a dirty cop, and she decides she is going to run. So it sort of follows her story, and that is Lucy. And then it also follows a guy named Zach from a high school, and he is quickly falling for a new girl in school named Danny. And so it follows their relationship, and then it all sort of comes together. And I did sort of figure it out pretty early on, but other than that, I really enjoyed the book. I'm definitely excited to read the 2nd book. It comes out May 18th, I believe. And I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars also. But yeah, that is all I read for the month of April, so not too bad. Let me know in the comments what you guys read this month, and if you enjoyed it, or if you read any of the books that I read this month, and what you thought of them. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye!